What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? You know what time it is? Episode 37 up in the mix. We are excited to have Exotics Art on the mix. I am your host, Gaddis TV. What's going on? And before anything, you know what time it is. If you got yourself an Android and or an Apple device, go ahead into the App Store and or the Play Store. Download the FTX app. Stay up to date with the latest cryptocurrencies as well as NFTs. Without further ado, let's hop into it. We're live, guys. So first off, I want to say thank y'all both for coming on, taking some time out of y'all's, evening and night, and honestly telling us about the project in general. So thank y'all for that. And really, just to get us started. Oh, there we go. You hear me now?
Yep.
There we go, my bad. I was saying we're just now getting started, so I want to say thank y'all both for coming in here, taking some time out of your evening, and basically just coming on the podcast. So thank y'all for that.
Appreciate you, bro.
No, 100%. And really just to get it started, because I know some people will know y'all in the project, but of course some people will not know. So can you just let us know a little bit really about y'all, who you are, what got you involved in crypto, and what were you doing before the crypto space?
Yeah, sure. So I've been dealing with cars for the past few years. I'm almost like a wheeler dealer, just like buying, selling cars. But I've been going to like car meets, everything to do with cars. Like I've loved it. Like even like drag racing. I've been into cars since as like early as possible. Like my dad got me into it, and I absolutely love it. I got into I eventually started getting into crypto when the COVID dump happened, and like I just saw a massive opportunity like in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I started from there. And then when I was trading crypto back and forth, I got into NFTs like a few months ago, and I was keen to join, but I really didn't like the Ethereum gas fees, you know. But then when I found out about Solana, I just instantly just got deeper into NFTs, and then I started realizing that the community is just everyone's just so helping with each other, and people actually genuinely started caring for me, and they were looking after me, giving me genuine advice and taking time out of their day. So when I realized that, and I started realizing there's so many people in the car community within these servers and stuff, and I didn't really recognize the car projects in which are going on are as fully legit. Some of them are either rugs or slow rugs. I decided I'd want to start my own project and give back to the car community.
Nice. And you are the creator then, the creator of Exotics, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Nice. What about you, Terps? Or is how you pronounce your name, correct?
Yep, Terps,
Okay,
you got
just
it.
making sure.
Yeah, so I have been in crypto not very long. I've done light trading here and there. I bought, a lot of Dogecoin back a couple years ago, and I made a nice little bag off the Doge, not going to lie.
Okay.
I've learned to never listen to friends and let anyone tell you when to sell your bag or when to start offloading. So if trusted my gut, I probably would have made a whole lot more, but what can you do? Can't tell the future, but now I've kind of learned just to trust my instincts, man. There's been a couple recent occasions where I've sold some things where if I held it on 4 more days, I would have, made a nice little profit, but hey. So yeah, I've been in the NFT space for about a couple months now. I was first gonna take the leap into Ethereum, but then I was gonna buy, I think it was a $240 NFT, and I was looking at the gas prices. I was like, that's gonna be more than the NFT. I'm like, is this worth it? And then my buddy really kind of sold me on Solana, came into Solana, and it's just been kind of it's a deep wormhole that I've kind of just been sucked into, and I've learned a lot. I kind of, made so many, friends and relationships, and it's just really, it kind of countersets the the amount of money I've lost on some of these rug pulls, and just just projects that have kind of gone just MIA after a while, or the community dies out. Um, so yeah, it's kind of like these NFTs are not just a JPEG. They're really kind of like an entryway into just community full of really smart-minded people. And uh, once you kind of start seeding through the people who are here for good intentions and some aren't, it's kind of really easy to start labeling, not labeling, but just kind of finding those partnerships that you really want to continue to grow. And I actually met Exotics a couple weeks ago. I'm really into cars. Before getting into like crypto or or NFTs, I've always been kind of like a gearhead. My my two vices are collecting high-end glass products
Okay.
and also cars. So I'm kind of into used to do a lot of street racing back in the day. Not so much anymore. Just save that stuff for the track. And I've seen a couple car projects or auto related NFT projects that I've tried to launch, but everything that I've seen, it's either a straight rug, a soft plush rug, or they've completely deleted the Discord and just dipped. So
Damn,
it's
man, you need some parts, huh? Jeez.
yeah, yeah. So I'm feeling really good about Exotics. I love everything that Arian's doing. It's very it's a much needed utility because we see Coca-Cola, we see Pepsi, McDonald's. McDonald's is coming out with their McRib NFT. Come on, I wouldn't even want to McRib in real life. Why would I want?
What? No, I'm just joking.
I had one the other night, man. I was
No.
on DoorDash. I'm not gonna lie, and I was like, it's been like 2 years since I've had a McRib. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna shoot my
Nostalgic.
shot. Let's hope it's good. And I had it, and dude, I remember it was so much better. It was so much better a couple years ago. It's like, I don't know if they're using, actual ribs, but hey,
Something
um,
else.
yeah, it's got to be something else. But there's a much need I see in the space for any kind of cool kind of car NFT, and I really feel like with the utilities that Arian's going to bring up, it's going to attract a lot of kind of your regular buyers who would never even imagine getting into NFTs. It's pretty funny. I have a nice little following on my Instagram. It's basically all the cars I've had, and I'm like an amateur photographer sometimes. And a lot of my car following, they're like, "Oh my god, I want to get into this." Like I have nothing. Like they're like DMing me, like, "How do I get into it? Like, can you show me the way?" And now I'm thinking like I might need to just upload a very simple YouTube video and just kind of explain how to do, download your wallet, what to look for, what to not look for, and most importantly, try and make smart buys, invest in projects that have a team. A lot of these projects now are just doing stealth launches, and that's one thing that I really respect about Exotics. They're not going with the new standard norm of just building hype for 6 hours, like give everyone feed that FOMO, and then just pull the rug right up from under their feet. I see a lot of projects that have built their community for weeks, if not months, and then come launch day, it's hard to sell out. So I kind of see why some of these projects want to do a stealth minch. It's all psychological, but as long as you have a strong community, great utility, and just a team that will do everything they can and treat their project kind of like a company, then their only way up is to the moon. It's kind of like a no brainer here.
So for the people that are listening, and I'll do I think it's pretty cool because it's something you said beforehand. When you were getting into NFTs, you didn't know. I guess it was really community behind it. Of course, not all projects stuff like that, but I think that is something people like. Even myself, when I first joined, I guess really the Thug Birds was the first one I got involved with. Because other than that, technically the first NFTs I purchased was like the NBA Top Shot, just because it was credit card easy stuff like that. But like community is something that is actually like brought in NFTs, and that is pretty cool that y'all are bringing in the car scene, because I know I got a lot of buddies that likes cars, and I don't know I guess where y'all at, but the cars and coffee stuff like that. And it makes sense that people that again I mean, you attract what you attract, you know. And so car people attract car people. And it's pretty cool that y'all have people DMing you about like what it is. So for people that don't know what it is, what is I guess Exotics? What do y'all offer? What is y'all's NFT project?
Arian, you want to take that? Did we lose him? Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
hear
yeah. I was basically
Okay.
saying what is the project? I know on the Twitter it says, you know, giving holders discounts for the favorite rental cars, car wrap, garage works. I guess how does that happen?
So
Yeah.
we're essentially all based on about like utility and giving like a utility to our like car enthusiasts. So other than the fact like if you just jump in a Discord, like even if you don't hold the NFT, you can like just speak to other like car-minded people, or like maybe you could get into cars through like the Discord chat, etc. But our project's all about utility. So like as we're growing, we're obviously growing our like partnerships with more companies, but we have like supercar rentals, car wrapping garages, like workshops, and dealerships, in which for our holders they like recognize it as like a discount. Um, so that you get like a 20% discount in a car rental, like a 15% discount in a wrap. And right now we've like targeted Middle East very well. So like if you come to the Middle East, you're practically sorted. We're speaking to like companies in Vegas. We have a confirmed dealership in the UK. Mercedes, like the VW Group, and Altair, which is like runs through the whole of the Middle East. We're speaking to like the partners in there. We're then trying to get like extended warranty and extended service contracts for when you buy your car from them if you hold our NFT.
Nice.
Yeah, which is good. Like as we grow, our plan is to just keep on like expanding our utilities and our partnerships. So by holding our NFT, like you can go and get discounts on your car when you go to buy it or look after it, just to make it look sick.
I mean, question on that, because you know, of course, people are going to be asking, maybe not in the comments, but in general, how are you able to, I guess, have those companies, I guess, for the most part in the Middle East now? It is awesome that you're working kind of in the States as well, because I don't know anyone in Vegas, unfortunately, but honestly, like I got a couple buddies that like are big car enthusiasts that haven't heard about this, but at least take a look at it. But is it just both y'all have been in the car scene for a long time, and through that y'all have known each other, or I guess realistically, why have companies agreed to work with you?
Most of the people that I'm speaking with, like even in Florida and stuff, they're like connections. You know, they've been my friends for a long time. They've been in the car scene, and you know, like it works like both ways. You know, like it's almost like promotion for them, it's promotion for us. You know, like but mainly it's like connections. You know, it's like friends of mine, etc. Like people, like you know, we'll look after them, they'll look after us, just like that, bro.
No, for sure, yeah, and then that's what I was asking, because I mean, we're kind of talking, I guess, beforehand with, you know, some of the soft rugs, things like that. So again, sometimes it might be dumb questions I feel like I'm asking, but at the same time, honestly, it's perfectly
Yeah, of course.
logical answer. It's like me, if it's, hey, I'm gonna do all this stuff. Hey, Gaddis, how you gonna do this? Hell if I know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at least y'all know
Yeah.
like the people, things like that. So
Oh,
no,
yes.
100% with that. With the project, I know one I ask a lot with, when I guess did you initially think about, like, I guess the project itself? Like, how long did it take to come to this point now?
So about 3 months ago, I was like looking around, and then I started speaking to artists, etc., and about like doing the cars, and then I got completely rugged on a car project. They just took my salon. I didn't even get a car.
I got you.
And
Hold on.
yeah,
Fuck you! All right, go ahead.
yeah, and and then yeah, so I just decided like I'm gonna start my own car project and yeah, just give utility and like almost essentially allow people in which are not in the NFT space to come in and like if just simply be they know about cars, because there's so many people that want to get into the NFT space but they don't really know like where to get in and like how to start. So by them like getting in on like something they're like familiar with, like a topic that they feel comfortable and like they can just hop into the Discord and like ask me like questions, and like people reply like complex like car questions like about what tunes to get on your car, like how to like not like how to avoid warranty and get an exhaust, like stuff like this.
Nice. The
So
real
yeah,
alpha.
I started there.
No, I mean I like it like that because again it like you said, I mean maybe I'm always like super open minded, but um I guess Colorado is as well. A lot of people with doing car stuff like that have a lot of money. So like y'all said, it might be something that people are interested too, but they just see an NFT as a JPEG. You know what I mean? At least with a project like this, when they see, hey, it's a JPEG, and hey, I can actually get a discount on this, or I can get a wrap on this. Like the real world use is nice because it brings again that everyday car enthusiast over that can take advantage of these things. So I think that's cool because I like cars, everything like that. Favorite car, Porsche 911 GT3. Can I afford it? Hell no. Have I been in one? Yes, but you know what I mean. I haven't honestly seen too many car projects. Granted, again, I haven't been going out, but I do like that it's coming into this scene because I'm sure there's a whole bunch of car heads, even if they don't say it. With the minting and things like that, see if I can get it back up. Do y'all have a mint date? When it's going to be? I see it's right at 1,000, I guess, supply for the NFTs like that. Is that correct? I guess when is minting, and how much would that be? Or do you know yet?
So minting, I believe it's tomorrow. We were gonna go with a one soul mint, but then I've kind of talked to the team, and I was like, one soul right now, it's kind of a steep buy-in, so we dropped it down to 0.66 just to kind of appeal a larger crowd. I know there's a lot of projects launching right now that have like crazy utility tied into it. It's already live, and they're launching at 1.5. So I wanted there to be a little bit more of a cost. So we're gonna hopefully have a really quick sellout at 0.66. But as far as I kind of wanted to touch base on the last utility subject, one thing I really am trying to plan with the team is introducing a very small batch collection of 3D cars. We're gonna have to really work on the design and find something really cool, kind of a nice little sexy, sleek body style, and I'm gonna try and do as many partnerships with other projects such as like Solana Town. Solana Town, they have now like an actual live beta version of a metaverse where they plan on bringing in porting in cars from other projects, items, NFTs. You can already now like hang your 2D and 3D NFTs on picture frames and kind of walk around the town. Everyone's kind of porting in. So I really want to try and partner up with them once the dust kind of settles, because I'm sure they're going to be insanely busy the next week. Launching a beta game is never fun, I'm sure. But I think once once they kind of have a moment to breathe, we can really start implementing like what kind of files we would need. Is there any kind of limitations as far as our design? Because I really want to partner up with a lot of these projects that already have like a metaverse, a live working metaverse, so where we can potentially get our cars ported in. So I think if we did something like that, it would just take us to the next level for sure. We would appeal to both the car community and just the regular kind of NFT holder who just drives a Jetta and could really care less about having a really cool Bentley or a uh, old school Cuddy, kind of like the one of one that they made for the Thugbirds. I still really love that thing.
Everything is
But yeah,
fresh.
the possibilities are really endless if you just kind of think outside the box a little.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was honestly just thinking because my mind's always going like that. Hopefully no one steals this idea or anything like that. But it might be something. I mean, y'all are more car enthusiasts than me. Something like that, and have honestly like the sound of like the engine on some of them. With the 3D Rangers, or just because. I don't know. I mean, I know my buddy. He's looking at M4s and 5s, and it's just when he's just ooh, the pops. You know what I mean? So I know some of the regular people will be like, "What the hell is that?" But the true car enthusiasts will be like, "That's a beautiful sound." You know what I mean?
Yeah, we love the pops and crackles.
Trying to see it with the project. I guess what were some of the hiccups y'all have had on the way? We've asked honestly everyone, even the big boy producers, that's been on here. But like, what are some of the hiccups y'all have had on the way? And if y'all still have any hiccups now, like for people who are listening, like how can they help? If there's anything to help.
We had a few hiccups with like the candy machine and stuff, but we got all that all fixed because we got in contact with a great developer, and like he's really looked after us and he's doing a great job. But other than that, it's been pretty sweet, bro.
Nice. No, that's always good to hear.
Yeah.
And it's always good to hear that y'all said it beforehand as well. Like the community, Solana community in general, like every project said that is like when people need help, for the most part, like people want to help because they want to see people succeed. And it's always at first, it's like, wait, like you want to? Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's honestly good to hear on that one.
No, even like the questions that I had that I wasn't like sure about, like people have like really looked after me. Like people like No Man and like Tubbs have like really help me like grow and succeed and like know more about the community and like how like we've been getting spaces every day, etc.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a community, man. That's the start of a strong one. You know what I mean? A question I'll ask, because y'all have been, I guess, unfortunately, I guess like you said, rugged on some other car projects. For other people that have or will listen and they've unfortunately been into that or looking at some, how do y'all want to be different from the other car projects? Like, what makes y'all stand out?
I mean, I'm gonna like put like give my ID to Proof Pizza, like to validate, just like so people know that I'm not like just to
No, I gotcha.
So he's planning on doxing his identity just to kind of give the community a little bit more faith.
No, 100% on that. With the so after we met, you know what I mean, or we as in people. I guess what can we expect after that? And then as well, who is the artist behind it? Because of course you got to shout out the artist as well. Are one of y'all the artist as well, or I guess who is that? And how'd y'all find the artist?
So after the mint, we obviously, other than like planning to grow our utility, we plan to have like weekly game nights, and then like car meets, like in London, in Vegas, in Dubai, in Toronto, just like people can get together, like go on like a long drive, stuff like that. Our artist was a local artist from me. They didn't know like anything about NFTs. Like I fully explained everything to them. They were happy. They said that they didn't want their like name to be like in the project, so I just paid them like front forth. I overpaid, but like I fully believe it was worth it because I think the art is absolutely dope. Yeah.
Nice. So the 1,000 NFTs in general, the 0.66, debating on the 3D renders. Are there, I guess, any maybe type of a time frame, or I guess for the people that are, I guess, in the Middle East that can't go to a lot of the things. What I guess what are those companies again? Like on y'all's website, is it going to be there, or how? Because I'm not in the Middle East. Say if I was and I wanted to get a new car or rent a car out, how does that one work? Is it just they see the NFT on there, or is there a link like on y'all's website? How does that work?
Yeah. So after mint, like just like I'm getting tomorrow, I'm gonna get a title on my website, and I'm gonna include all the partnerships that we currently have, And as we grow, like we're significantly targeting the US right now and Canada, but as we grow, we're just going to be adding the more partnerships on there. So you can go to, like, let's say you go to the dealership, you go to the supercar rental, show them that you have the NFT. You know, they'll straight away recognize it, and then therefore you'll go along with the discount.
That's what's up. On I mean, the hard, maybe not hard question, but on, the people that are the right click and save, you know what I mean? And maybe it's a little bit too far advanced. I don't know all the tech stuff and everything, but I guess how would y'all stop that type of fraud? You know what I mean? Or is
the plan? I think the plan is to definitely implement wallet integration into our website to where, and hopefully Phantom will have a mobile app. I think their ETA was supposed to be by end of December or January, so I'm hoping that we can just have our customer base or our holders, just pull out their Phantom, show them like that. Or, in the meantime, we can definitely facilitate any kind of, redemptions for their NFT beforehand. So, that would be kind of a pain, a little bit more painstaking, but I think it's going to be definitely worth it for sure. We want to avoid any kind of, copy pasta imposters, and we don't want that to happen. But that's a very good point, and that's actually something we've been discussing already. And I know the website right now is a little plain. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be added. We're going to actually include all of the partnerships we have. We're going to each country will have a breakdown of each service that you're going to be able to redeem for services as well. And we have a big push for marketing as well with car influencers. I know a lot of projects want to go the paid influencer route, but I honestly feel like the car community is a lot different. There's really no paid influencers in the car community. I've talked to a couple really large pages, a couple GM and Chevy pages, and we could potentially just either send them a mint or make custom one-of-ones. I really want to kind of tap into each kind of cult-like car following. There's the Pontiac G8 heads, there's the Mopar guys. I think we make some really cool kind of variations of a Hellcat. We could find some really large kind of car projects, because if you notice, man, like on Instagram, it's not just celebrities that are getting into NFTs now. I actually, one page I've been following for a long time, he makes packaging for like marijuana packaging for cannabis clubs and stuff, and he just launched his first project on Ethereum. And I've been talking to him the last couple of weeks, like, hey man, you picked the wrong chain, bro. You should have come over to Solana. I know it wasn't cheap getting your mints uploaded, so we're talking to bring in a whole other industry in to. I know Stoned Ape Crew they're killing it, man. They're doing a great job with everything they're doing. Hats off to them. But I really feel like there's going to be a lot more kind of projects that are going to be tapping into each kind of community, man. I've been following a lot of artists with large followings, and I've been slowly talking to them like, hey guys, like, you have this great community behind you. Like, once these true artists kind of tap in to Solana as well, they're just gonna be like, holy moly, it's gonna kind of be like a big huge rush, and we're gonna start seeing less and less of these cash grabs kind of coming up. We're gonna see actual like heart, soul, emotions going into these projects, and it's gonna be really cool to see. Right now we're just in kind of like one of those weird phases, but I'm sure we're gonna pull out of it soon.
No, I'm excited to see hopefully the growth, of y'all's project, because again, like, I'm sure people listening will honestly hear just the passion on the car stuff and the project as well, because again, I guess you can sell passion, you know what I mean? But on the flip side, like, if it's something that y'all are passionate about, like you said, you know what I mean? You can go to car heads to things like that. If they fuck with it, they fuck with it, you know what I mean? So honestly, I am excited for y'all. And I guess kind of we are getting close to the 30-minute mark. I guess we technically just hit it. But I was thinking when you were explaining like what was going to be on the website, do y'all have, and if not, again, it's totally okay, do I have like the let's see here, like the, I guess, percentages, or are there like certain amounts on like how that's gonna happen, or realistically you kind of got to wait until the partnerships are, I guess, fully there to say, hey, you're gonna get 10% off of a wrap, or you know what I mean, 5% off of a a Lamborghini for 4 days, or I guess how does that, how do those negotiations happen, or have y'all had those yet?
Yeah, so like with each partnership, it will state the percentage of the discount. So for example, the rental place, it's a 20% discount. So even if like you wanna rent a Ferrari for a month, you get 20% discount on that. The wrap is 15%. So like, as we go each project, like as we have it on the website, we'll have our partnership, and then the discount will be like labeled underneath it.
Nice.
So like for example, even if you're in Vegas and we have like, let's say we have two rental companies, and they could be offering two different discounts. You probably want to go to the one with more discounts.
No, 100%. And I guess like that's what you said earlier before, and that kind of helps, I guess, you with your project, but to them for bringing people into their establishment and spending money.
Yeah,
So
100%.
no, I like it. Not a random question because we're talking about cars, but I didn't ask y'all before. Do y'all have a favorite car as of now? Because I guess car heads. And my buddy, he loves BMWs. His would switch from the M2, M5, M25, 5. And that's not one. But do y'all have like a favorite car, or what y'all's go to, or what was y'all's favorite car?
So I've always been a big kind of GM guy. I like anything with a V8 in it. Straight pipe it, I've really been into kind of old school Mustangs, notchbacks, like 1990, 91 retired CHPs. Those are just probably one of my favorite aesthetically looking cars. I'm always been into Corvettes. I've had a couple older Corvettes, nothing too new. I'm not, big balling like that. I'm not a whale. But I was actually lucky enough to make a couple really smart flips. I sold a Corvette and a Mustang, and I was able to buy my dream car, which is a '09 Cadillac CTS-V.
Ooh.
It's yes, 565 stock out of the factory, a couple bolt-ons, man. You ride around 680, 700 to the wheel, and it's a Cadillac and it's a race car. So you kind of get the best of both worlds there. People always say like, when Lambo? I'm like, when the CTS-V, baby, come on. Like I'm gapping Lambos every other week. So yeah, it's probably one of my favorite cars for sure. What about you, Arian?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm really into JDM cars. So like the old GTRs, the Supras, the Honda NSXs. But I think like 100% my favorite car is the R32.
Okay.
Just because I feel like that car is so lightweight. It weighs like 1,100 kilos. You can take that thing to about 600 wheel horsepower, and it absolutely flies. Like, stick a sequential gearbox in there, and it's insanely fast.
That's fun. Have y'all ever played? It's completely random, but it's making me think of iRacing or anything like that before. Have y'all seen it? I guess that's more like NASCAR, Indy stuff like that. Have y'all played the game iRacing? Have heard about it?
Yeah, I have a buddy who's got a full racing rig at home, so he's really big into it. I've tried, but it's so hard, man. I'm used to playing Forza, and like there's a lot more, it's a lot more forgiving. With iRacing, you have to be full on, just like every little like turn, every little break. It's so realistic. There's another really cool car game. It's called I think CarX Drift Racer. If you don't know that one, you should check it out. I think that's also cross-platform as well.
Okay, I have to.
I know we got to wrap up soon, but now that was just discussed, I really want to start putting on community events as well, because it's really important to not just have utility. We also want to work on our community as well. I'm huge on communities. My first project I really invested in heavily was the infamous Thugbirds. Probably I think the one of the classiest, more loving derivative of the glorious Thugbirds, and Cons and everything he's been doing for the project. He's nonstop, always working, always trying to push to excite our community as well. But that was the first kind of project that I was in where I'm like, holy crap, like these guys are like super solid. I made so many friends just from that Discord alone, and just like how, you know, we were shitlording memes for like literally like 3-4 weeks, man. Like I have a whole file of like 60 to 70 memes that I'm about to pull back out of the drawer pretty soon. And that right there kind of sold me on, like, you know, the power of utility, because we were basically just a PFP, man. You know, that we were just a PFP made out of love of the Thugbirds, and we were doing some heavy numbers. And now we're kind of back to like the growing phase where we're like, hey, you know, we need to start competing with a lot of these other projects that are, you know, like coming out the gate with some like really cool utilities. So now Cons is back in the kitchen. He's drawing up some. He's a true artist, man. I have huge respect for him. But that right there kind of just had the light bulb like turn on in my mind, where I'm like, you know, if you kind of form this family-like bond, you know, people will want to come back. People won't care about the floor price. You know, that's one thing that I really want to stress on some investors who might be, you know, listening, and, you know, they want to get in to make a quick flip. Sometimes it's really important just to kind of find, you know, those 3 or 4 long-term holds that, you know, the price may not be, you know, over a soul right now, but give it a couple weeks, give it a couple months. If you have faith in the project devs, the project owners, and the community behind it, you know, there's nothing stopping you. So with Exotics, what I want to start doing is like having game nights. We can, I'm trying to find as many games that are cross-platform, so we can all have inter-community like races, tournaments. I want to start partnering with other projects as well. Huge respect to the Thugbirds for what they've been doing. I've been seeing that they've been hosting the Rocket League tournaments. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a straight legend. No, I'm not. I suck at Rocket League, but I got some really good friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, go! You know what I mean?
I got some friends who are ringers, though, man. So I'm about to call the OGs out pretty soon.
Nah, I mean stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of like why we wanted. I mean, it was super simple with the Rocket League, but we wanted to have like the community just do something else other than just granted stay in Discord. You know what I mean? So that's why we're trying to do stuff like that as well. And then honestly, I was just thinking is randomly like the last thing, because yeah, we're at 37 minutes. I'm sorry for keeping y'all hold on that one, but honestly, it's because I'm a car enthusiast. I got the little racing setup right there, you know, for I racing. So I'm just trying to think of everything in general. But y'all should have like I don't know, people have at Forza. You've seen like the YouTube stuff where like people make their like YouTube like reels of the car and stuff like that. I don't know. It should. There's a whole bunch of stuff y'all can do. So I'm excited for y'all. I'm excited to see like where y'all will be, because y'all both have the passion. You know what I mean? So I am excited on that. I guess the last question in general, was there anything that I guess I haven't asked or we haven't talked about that y'all are excited on and wanted to bring up, or even maybe a little bit of alpha people don't know yet? Or any last comments, anything like that?
No, just thank you so much for having us. You know, we really appreciate it. Yeah, what you guys are putting on with the podcast, and you're always just innovating and thinking of what we can do next. And just hats off, man. Much respect and much love for sure.
I really appreciate you taking the time. Thank you.
100%, man. 100%. Y'all stay for a quick second. I'm gonna go ahead and end it up. But again, thank y'all for coming out and taking some time out of y'all's day. So a quick second, and let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, shout out to everyone for coming in, tuning in, showing some love. If you're not already, go ahead and follow Exotics Art on Twitter. Hit a follow on their their Discord, and stay up to date, man. So until next time, stay fresh, stay clean, stay positive. And as always, y'all, caw-caw!